Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on the channel. So, there's a reason I haven't talked about this one until now. It's not because I didn't want to talk about it, but because I needed to get it right. And now the wait's over. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Opening things up, our first reviewer gives us their take.
This reviewer was looking for a mobility solution to use at campgrounds, specifically for a family member with back issues. Upon receiving the personal vehicle, our reviewer noted it was well packaged and once unpacked was impressed by its solid construction. They mentioned it felt surprisingly well made and heavy, attributing the weight to a sturdy frame rather than flimsy materials. In fact, the choice of a lithium battery was a key factor in selecting this particular model over others that used different battery types. The initial charging process was quick, but this client pointed out a significant concern. The user manual warns against overcharging to preserve battery life, which they found disappointing. Our reviewer expected a modern charging system to automatically shut off once the battery is full, especially given potential safety risks. Due to this, they plan to supervise the charging process and use an external timer as a precaution until they are more confident in the device. Moving on to the actual ride, the initial experience was very positive. This commuter device provided a stable, quiet, and reasonably comfortable trip. While our reviewer found it to be quite quick, they didn't test its top speed, as that wasn't the main reason for the purchase. The primary user's comfort was the priority, and the seat was deemed more than adequate for their needs. The brakes, though a bit noisy, were noted to be very effective. Overall, the first impressions of this electric rideable are highly favorable, despite the noted concerns about the charging system.
Awesome. Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer, who lives on a property with several acres and a long driveway, found this electric scooter to be an absolute joy. It was originally purchased as a practical alternative to a noisy and inefficient riding mower for getting around the grounds quickly. Our reviewer now finds themselves making up excuses for chores, like a trip to the mailbox, just for the pleasure of riding it. The performance has been a pleasant surprise, as this personal vehicle is more than capable of handling the task. The scooter's power is particularly noteworthy. It has no trouble carrying this client, who weighs around 215 pounds, and can even tow a small, homemade trailer rigged from a hand truck. This setup is perfect for hauling small tools for fence work or taking a trash bag down the drive on collection day. Impressively, it maintains its pulling power even when navigating through grass, making it a genuinely useful tool for property maintenance and not just a recreational vehicle. While the overall experience has been overwhelmingly positive, there were some minor frustrations stemming from the lack of information in the manual. Our reviewer was left with questions about basic features, such as the meaning of the 4 green lines on the battery indicator or the full function of the key's final position, which seems only to activate the headlight. The biggest oversight was the absence of instructions on how to accelerate. As a first-time rider, this client couldn't figure out how to get it moving until their granddaughter showed them the throttle on the handlebar. However, these are small complaints in the grand scheme of things, and this client emphatically states that they absolutely love their scooter.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer has been putting this electric scooter through its paces for a while now, and it's certainly serving its purpose well. In fact, our reviewer even shared an anecdote about being involved in a minor incident while crossing a crosswalk. The scooter took a bit of a tumble and got some scratches, but impressively, it continued to operate perfectly fine afterwards. This speaks volumes about its resilience. However, a couple of minor points did come up. The kickstand, for instance, isn't particularly sturdy. This client often has to adjust it multiple times to ensure the scooter doesn't fall over, though they wonder if accessories like a front bag or phone holder might be contributing to this instability. Another slight inconvenience is the handlebar's folding mechanism. It requires a significant amount of strength to collapse, with even the reviewer's partner struggling with it. On the brighter side, this electric scooter comes with 2 keys, which is a nice touch, and the seat is described as surprisingly comfortable, a detail often overlooked but greatly appreciated. Our reviewer originally purchased this particular ride because of a long-standing desire for an electric personal vehicle. Not driving and living in a city where public transport is unreliable made this a practical solution for daily commutes and getting around in general. While city sidewalks and streets are far from perfectly smooth, leading to some bumpy rides, this scooter pushes through and gets the job done. It's noted that it doesn't have hydraulics, which can make uneven surfaces a bit uncomfortable and slow things down, but it hasn't stopped the user from reaching their destinations. Overall, this client considers it a great electric scooter, having experienced no issues with its performance. As the weather starts to turn colder, there's hope for continued reliability. Though our reviewer is planning to upgrade to a moped and pass this one along to their partner, they truly love tea.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.